today I am doing a vampire look. As you can tell, I just ate somebody. You can do this look with or without blood, but I'm going to show you how to do it with. This is actually homemade blood, and it's kind of setting up now. So just keep watching and I'll show you how to get this look. Okay, so I have put my hair back, and the first thing that we should do is do the contour on the cheekbones. If you look at a vampire, they really have sunken in cheeks. So if you go like that, that'll show you the exact, you want to go underneath the bone right here. And so I'm going in with a really dark color. And for the foundation that I used, I actually took a concealer, a light concealer, and mixed it with some moisturizer, and then I powdered over it with kind of a grayish blue mineral makeup to give that kind of dead look. And then I'm going to go in with a lighter brown and actually go along the top like you would put blush. You just want to go down and a little tiny bit on the apple of the cheek. And that'll give some definition there to that area. Contour along the sides of your face, like in a C. Along the top of your forehead. You can also contour the sides of the nose. Just a little. So we will go ahead and move on to the eyes. So I'm taking a very dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to go here in the crease. And then I'm going into straight up black eyeshadow. So you want to use a pure black eyeshadow. We're going to really smoke this eye out. Okay, you want to make sure that you cover the entire lid with the black shadow. And you can also go up a little bit into the crease. And if you choose to do so, this would be a good time to add a highlight color to the brow bone. Just kind of blend the two together. And I'm just taking like a cream colored shadow. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and dip it into the same black and go underneath the eye. And when I first did the foundation, I avoided the eye area because I have really dark circles naturally. And so I put foundation everywhere on my face except for my under eye circles because I thought it really added to the look. If that's something that you want to do and you don't naturally have, if you're lucky enough to not naturally have dark circles, you can probably put like a little bit of brown or kind of purplish eyeshadow underneath your eye, if that's a look that you are going for. Okay, and we're going to take this pretty far over. I am going to use a red eyeshadow. And sometimes this can look a little purplish when it mixes with a black. So you would want, if you really want that vibrant red to look really red throughout the entire night, you would really want to use an eyeshadow primer. Urban Decay Primer Potion or Too Faced Shadow Insurance, or just make sure that you use some sort of primer on your eye. If that's a color you definitely want to stay exactly the same color for the entire night. So I'm just putting red in this inside corner here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a gel liner. I'm going to line the waterline. And for this I'm using Wet n Wild Cream Liner. And this is the only gel or cream liner I have ever used on the waterline, because this stuff will stay. It does not move. I've never had any problems with it at all. And it'd probably be best to tightline. You don't have to, but it does make a big difference. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, a lot of times when you very first put on your eyeliner on the waterline, squeeze your eye shut really tight, and a lot of times it will leave some on the upper lid as well. Kind of depends on what you're using that day. Now we can move on to the lips. And I have already lined my lips and put on a coat of lipstick. I'm going to be using a very, very microfine glitter. Tiny. This was actually created to add to cosmetics. You can also find really fine glitter at like Hobby Lobby in the section where they sell things for like scrapbooking. A lot of times they'll have super fine glitter in that department as well. So I am just putting it on a lip brush and I'm going to stick it to my lips. So since their lips are such a huge part of the character of a vampire, I figured I'd kind of, you know, give it a little more oomph. Make it stand out some more. Alright, and then now that I have the glitter on, I want to put something over it so that it kind of seals it in. So I'm taking a really thick gloss. It's something that you can get at Bath & Body Works. It's the C.O. Bigelow collection. Now that we have the gloss and the lips completely finished, I made some blood, and this is just corn syrup with a little bit of red and a tiny, tiny bit of green food coloring. But, you know, they sell things at the store that's already blood in a little tube, but this was just easy because this is stuff that I just had lying around my house anyways. I'm just going to take the back of my brush This is the mixture I would make when I would have to use blood on a shoot. Very, very easy. But you want to make sure that you have something to catch some of the drops because they are sticky. And if it sets long enough, it will kind of semi-dry. You don't have to do blood, you can just leave the makeup how it is if you want to. But either way, it's super cool. I have a lot more Halloween tutorials on the way, so you might keep an eye out for those. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys all have a happy, spooky Halloween.